Okay friends, finally going to pull for Chiori. I'm actually not sure why I am like talking through this because I am already guaranteed for Chiori. So supposedly I was supposed to like leave this guarantee for Scaramouche when he eventually reruns. However, me running a Navia team find that it is quite like something that I would want to have, which is like a support for my Navia. So we're going to look through my history here to see if, even though it's guaranteed, we are hopeful for a probable early pity. So this is 38, I guess, or 37. Is it? 38 pity. We're going to go for it. Hopefully we're going to get her early. I'm going to... Is the audio picking up? Yeah, the audio picking up. We're going to like hear her voiceover like line when we summon, and they do have like the new... Oh, I'm really tempted actually to pull Fortinari or the Hunter's Path, but we're going to leave this for another time when we have like more budget. But 38 pity, we'll see if we hit early for Chiori, and we'll go from there. This is 40. Let's skip through it. We have a Dory. So that was 48. Another Dory. We're going to go through almost soft pity territory. The girl's really making me work. So that was 78, so we're going to do singles because I don't want to spend any more of my Scaramouche savings on this. So 78, 79. Oh, we're just one off. Okay.
私はチオリアの天使よ。衣装のオーダーメイドならいつでも言ってちょうだい。他の依頼は君が交換条件にする価値のあるものを持ってるかどうかによるかな。だってお互いに与え合ってこそ商売でしょ。それからチオリア内での喫煙と喧嘩は禁止よ。お客様は神様なんてうちじゃ通用しないから。一般人だろうが本物の神様だろうが規則を破って外に投げ出された時に尻餅をつく姿勢は同じよ。
Okay. They do have like very long introductory lines, and yep, Chiori is quite pretty. Here she is. I'm going to level her up just later, I guess. I'm still going to work. So yeah, that is it for our summons for today. It's back to 50-50 gaming for me from now on. Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Cozy and Chaos. Today is Sunday, and as you can tell, I did not really film anything throughout the week except probably my gacha pulls from Genshin Impact as well as in Cookie Run Kingdom, I believe, and Tears of Themis. However, yeah, let's just say that this week is probably the worst week so far in the year. Not because of sickness or whatever, but because rather of some minor inconveniences and also some rants that are incoming. So if you're not really interested in that situation, then this video is probably very much boring for you guys. I'm in the middle of cooking actually right now, so for like a bit at a time I'm probably going to pause the video and stand up. But anyway, I'm going to give a little update of what happened in the week, starting with what I'm actually reading because I have brought it with me. I usually leave all of my books in the office so that when I have spare time, I get to read a little bit at a time. And the first one I have been reading this week is actually Chris Mooney's The Dead Room. So this is a murder mystery crime scene investigation situation wherein the main character is a female investigator. She is like the head of the investigations unit and also a trainee, or like I don't know if she already passed this, but the first scene is like she's taking tests to become a member of the SWAT team and learn more about like weapons inside the military to use for her forensics job. So I really like the pacing so far. I am currently this much into it. So I think this book is divided into 3 days, and I am in chapter 24, 172 pages in, and I think it is like 3 or 4 times already that I was surprised by a plot twist that is in the book. So this is kind of like a gruesome horror scene, and they still have not 24 chapters in, or 23 chapters in, they still haven't really told the reader why these killers do such a gruesome thing. What are they asking from the victims? And all of the victims seem to like have new identities, have been all around the country running from these killers, and it's some sort of like a secret organization of some sort, and it is in the perspective of the CSI agent, our main character, who is leading the investigation, the woman who is also like a part of the police force before she retired, or like she gave up, I guess, because of an accident. So she was not able to like continue with her service. She witnessed the murder that happened in the house that the main character is investigating. So I don't know if one of these days these two women will like meet and talk about the evidences that they have uncovered all throughout. However, this is quite a long book. It is 478 pages long, and I love the pacing. I really enjoyed it. This is the book actually that I went to this books per kilo. So they have like a minimum of 1 kilo purchase for 350 pesos. And this was the book that I first went there, saw it, but did not buy. And then a week after, I returned to get this book. And I gotta say, I am happy that I came back to it. And the way that I do my bookmarking actually is that I put like little bookmarks in between like the major chapters. So how I read, I don't think I mentioned how I read a book actually, but if it's a physical book, for example, I am in chapter 24, I usually have a goal to like read 5 chapters, or if it's like shorter chapters than 100 pages, for example. And so what I tend to do is that before I read, before my reading session, I would see where the 100 chapters are, or 100 pages, 100 chapters, but 100 pages is, and then I'm going to put my second bookmark in there, like sort of like a challenge, or like a checkpoint for myself to see how much more I need to read as my goal for the day. So that is the first, like, one of the books that I am reading this week. Another one is an electronic copy. So I have Tender is the Flesh by Agustina Basterica. I forgot the last name, but I'm putting the image of the book on the video for you guys. But it is more of like a cannibalism book, wherein all of the animals have been carrying like this virus that is dangerous to humans, and therefore nobody can eat meat from animals, and somehow they turn to breeding, cannibalism, breeding for the consumption of these meats in order to have protein, blah blah blah. And somehow it reminds me of Starving Anonymous, which is a manga that I've read like probably 2 years ago, wherein they also breed humans in order to be consumed by something. So yeah, so far that is like the 2 books that I have for this week. Now we shall proceed to my weekly journal and see how the week went. A lot of crazy things actually happened within this week. One was that there was like adulting stuff that happened that I wasn't really satisfied with, and all I gotta say in that issue, with regard to that issue, is that whenever there is something that is like government related, we really need to like double check everything, because there is always a problem for some reason. And it was Monday, and already I was so stressed out because of it. I'm being like very vague and broad strokes about this because the issue is done. I have solved the issue within the week, luckily, and next week is another struggle on whether or not like applications will get accepted. So sometimes there are cases wherein really need to calm down, I guess, but it was Monday when that happened, so it already started the bad mood that I have experienced. But anyway, this is the page. I did use a bunch of stickers in here, a bunch of new indicators actually for me to explain to you. So this week, I filmed my February in my notebooks, which came up actually this Monday. As I'm filming this, I've already edited and uploaded, and it will be coming up tomorrow. Today's Sunday, the 17th of March. So it is going up Monday the 18th, and if you haven't watched that, I actually did better. I filmed this on Monday 11th and then totally had to scrap it because of the bad news, and I was like in the middle of filming when I received the bad news, so like I was not satisfied with how I filmed, so I have to scrap it and redid it, and I'm glad that I redid it actually because it's quite better. Next on Tuesday, we have here Oh, it was Monday when I started a new project. I haven't shown this in camera yet. However, I might end up frogging it because it felt too heavy. But I started like falling leaves, I guess beret is what it's called on the internet. I found a tutorial on YouTube. I wanted to make a crochet beret for myself in the colors that I have left over from my Scaramouche Faces blanket project. I still have a lot of like blues, so I wanted to make a blue beret for myself to wear. However, it feels kind of heavy, especially with crochet. So I don't know, if I end up finishing it, I will just show it one of these days. But if not, then let's just forget about it. I did a bunch of filming, and then I actually went to a doctor's appointment on 13th. Also was not quite satisfied with the diagnosis, but so far I am feeling kind of a bit better. So on Wednesday was like my dermatologist's appointment, and I am feeling kind of better. However, the medicine that she gave me, this is like the antibiotics indicator, so I drink one in the morning and one in the evening, and this is like a fun way for me to tell whether or not I have drank my medicine by using a bunch of my old stickers. Like this was a freebie actually. I don't know, I forgot where I got it. However, like the red or the pink one, I put it there to indicate that I've drank the medicine for the morning, and then the blue one for the evening, and I only need 10 days for that. Next is like on the Wednesday again, I got Chiori. Chiori is the new Jo character of Genshin Impact, and I got her earlier than expected. I was expecting to get her like in the 80s. Usually when I'm guaranteed a character, I usually get it in if not hard pity, then pretty much the end of pity. But I got her at the 79th. I believe I filmed talk through full session for her, and then on that same Wednesday, after I got Chiori, I received the package that I bought from Shopee. I bought from the same shop that I always buy my like baking sheets with, and the package that they gave me is not only old and moldy but also full of mud, like dried mud, and I was so upset by it. Luckily, I was able to like talk to the seller, like probably an office, because it's like a big like buy and sell thing. So yeah, that was resolved. So basically, minor inconveniences that grinded my gears throughout the week. And then I also, the next day, sent a return package. My brother helped me send a return package. And I got Mario's berry card, the cat card, SSR, on the very last pity. So it took me 100 pulls to get Mario's berry card, and I was so upset by it. But at least I did not get Vin at that moment, because if I got Vin, I might just scream. So yeah, at least there's something that happened that is good. And then the next day is when I finally finished filming my February in my notebooks, the one that I failed from Monday. So that's like okay now, that's resolved. Then what I did not know was that 12 a.m. midnight on Saturday was actually when a fire happened, like 2 streets away. It was 2 streets away, but it went from 12 midnight up to like around like 8:30, and affected around like 2 or 3 establishments. And it was where we actually buy our like Chinese related goods, like soy milk, soup base, anything Chinese, hot pot related. So the store is no more. And I felt like pain in my stomach, and that is when I actually researched the side effects of like my medicine that I'm drinking, and it did say that side effects: stomach aches, nausea, vomiting, and also headaches, and easily get fatigued. And I'm like, no wonder this week was like crummy for me. And then on Saturday, yesterday, I finally hit pity on like Chiori's weapon banner, only to get Jade's spear, which I don't have a Xiao, I don't have a Hu Tao, and I don't use my Xiangling. So I don't have a purpose for my Jade Spear as of the moment. And my brother just like laughed at me all throughout the pulls, because it only took me one single pull on this day, because I was at 66 pity, I believe, on the weapon banner. And I just gotta show him, and then I got Jade Spear, and he just laughed. And yeah, that is basically the whole week. It's a mess. It's like probably my most like I don't know, worst week probably of my whole 2024 so far. I don't know if I've already said this, but yeah, this takes the cake actually. And yeah, we're going to do our spread for this week's in my weekly binder already. I'm feeling very exhausted, I'm sorry, but I've got to get this done if I want to like be on top of schedule, because I believe next week there is so much to do. So this was last week's spread that we did off of Paldean Fates, and for this week I actually just pulled out a bunch that I think will make me feel happier. So like yellow and purple is our color scheme for this week. I did pull this out, which is actually, these are like old stickers. This is not the backing, like this is a cardboard backing, and I just stuck stickers in here thinking that it would be a display of some sort. But I just found this and I just wanted to use these up, turn it into like sticker flakes instead of like actual stickers, because the stickiness is already on. So I'm picking out a few here, and then I'm just going to discard the carton that I placed them on. I don't know why when I was a kid I did that. But the main, this is the main image that we have. And also I'll add this one, Goro. This is, I drew this 2021, I don't know, but I drew this of Goro, and I wanted to either use Zhongli or Goro. Either way, we'll see how, or like which ones will fit. But I pulled out a bunch of like subtle yellows, lavenders, purples, and that's going to be our color scheme for this week. I will leave you first to the music, and then we're going to talk about the spread after I have finished. And so that is it for the spread. I am happy that I have completely consumed another sticker sheet, which will be added to my empties for the end of Q1. I noticed that when I usually do these like spreads, I tend to put like scrunch up pieces of paper like for texture purposes, and in this, when I was putting things down, everything was flat before I put these like gold foily things, and I realized that I technically am off when it comes to like journaling pages this week. So in any case, I am glad that eventually I made a spread that looks a bit cohesive, but not necessarily saying that I am particularly satisfied with this. However, it is what it is. Hopefully this is the last like not very pretty thing that I made this week, and next week hopefully will be better. I'm just adding a little bit of like stickers from here that I don't really use all that often anyway. So yeah, that is the spread. I forgot my hole puncher. I wasn't supposed to do anything that is over the hole punch here, so I'm going to just do that off camera, and I will say goodbye now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week, despite it being quite a little shorter, I guess. I think this will be short, but in any case, that is it. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next video, so hopefully that one will be better than this one. So until then, guys, take care, and bye.